What is up, Fin fans? Tiny microphone straight from the camera phone to you guys. Now, I wasn't going, the Dolphins, as I trip over my words, the Dolphins already started making cuts. There's some cuts that, Tyshawn Render's been cut, Nate Holley's been cut. There's certain cuts that I'm going to go into full detail tomorrow after 4 p.m. when all of the cuts are due. I'm going to make a full 53-man roster cut video talking about all the cuts, the surprises, this, that, and that. But there was a surprise cut today. You can tell by the title, and that's the reason I'm going to make this brief, short video for you guys straight from the phone. The Miami Dolphins cut Benardrick McKinney. And I was surprised by that. Now, surprised in the aspect that Chris Grier is the worst GM ever and he should be fired, like I'm hearing from some people. No. Benardrick McKinney, very, very good. And I've been hearing it all camp. Benardrick McKinney making a stop in the backfield. Benardrick McKinney making a stop in the backfield. Very good run blocking linebacker. But they cut him. Now, the Dolphins acquired Benardrick McKinney with a trade with the Houston Texans. The Dolphins sent Shaq Lawson and a 6th, and they got Benardrick McKinney and a 7th. So, it wasn't much. It wasn't much. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, I can't believe it, because they even had him restructure his contract. So as surprised as I was that the Dolphins got rid of Benardrick McKinney, I shouldn't have been, because they had him restructure his contract. And that is just a telltale sign that the Dolphins probably were like, all right, we'll see how you do. So, surprising. It took me off. If you guys looked at my 53-man roster video that came out today, Hunter Long, I named Hunt in the tight ends. I put 54 on there because Will Fuller's not playing in week 1. I had to type that a few times, but I understand. It was very confusing. It was hard for me. But I have McKinney making the team. I had him and Landon Roberts and Sam McGuavin and Jerome Baker, the 4 middle linebacker depth that we have there. But apparently the Dolphins feel differently. Now, one of you guys also asked me on Twitter, how are these cuts and everything going to affect the cap space? I will talk about that in full tomorrow's video. That video is probably going to come out around 5 o'clock. Again, I'm waiting until 4 o'clock for all of the final cuts, all of the final trades, all of the final stuff that has to be done by 4 o'clock. So tomorrow you're going to get a full-fledged, full in-depth breakdown of all the cuts and everything and where we sit at cap-wise. I know that the cut of him and Skura probably save us a good chunk, maybe like $8 million. I'm not 100%. I will pull up their contracts as I'm with you. And again, I can't edit this while I'm on the phone, so I will let you know right now what is their cut, because they cut Matt Skura as well, which wasn't kind of a surprise for me, but the fact that they made a trade with the Ravens for another one of their guard/centers, Skura kind of became expendable. So I think they already have the cuts already in here. So I think the Dolphins are sitting at $4.5 million in cap space right now. They were sitting at about $2 million in cap space before the cuts happened. So let me look up Matt Skura first and see what his contract, if there was any money saved or anything like that. No. Dead cap hit of $400,000. Cutting Matt Skura saved nothing at all. He signed a 1-year, $1.75 million contract with the Dolphins with $400,000 guaranteed. Nothing saved there. And then I'm going to look up Benardrick McKinney, and we'll see if anything was saved there, because I know he signed he redid his contract. So when he was with the Houston Texans, he took a big chunk, right? But with the Dolphins, dead cap hit of $750,000, nothing. So the release of these guys is nothing. We saved about $1 million, maybe almost $2 million. So there's nothing really to worry about. We didn't gain anything. We didn't lose anything with these two guys. But it did, like I said, it did shock me because I heard he was doing really well in training camp when it came to run stopping. That's one of the things the Dolphins, for me, needed to work on a little bit. But with Landon Roberts coming back from his injury, and he seems to be playing really well as well, and he's coming back full-fledged from his injury. It seems like maybe McKinney was more of an insurance policy in that trade, and that's why they did have him restructure that contract. But yeah, there was other cuts done today. Scarlett, the running back, he was another guy who was cut today. But again, tomorrow I will go through the full list of cuts, trades, signings, all that stuff, because the Dolphins, they're allowed 16 players on the training camp, on practice squad, and 6 of those players can be players that have played for 2 years or more. So it's going to be interesting, but I thought I'd come to you with this breaking news that the Dolphins, it's not breaking, it happened about an hour or so ago, but these news of the Dolphins releasing Matt Skura. Well, yeah, they did release him, but it's Benardrick McKinney that is the shocker for me. But other than that, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Probably around 5 o'clock. I'll record the video at 4. It takes me about an hour. I'm going to get it up to you at 5. Comment below. Are you surprised by this? Again, the release of him and Skura saved about $1.4 million. Didn't save much. But comment below. And other than that, I'll see you tomorrow. But like usual, stay classy. My fins out.